Hey everyone, welcome back to Pearl Media. Today we're reacting to a Kevin Samuels video with some honest, unfiltered thoughts. Let's get right into it.
Hi.
You gonna act like you got sense today?
I'm gonna act like I got some sense.
Okay, because you will be sure. Okay, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How you doing, Mr. Samuels?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 30.
30. What do you think about putting your man on a pedestal?
The man I've been dealing with now, high value man. He has his own business. He makes
Okay.
money. We are in different tax brackets.
Okay.
He has done a lot for me, and for me to show him appreciation, I try to do just as much as he's done for me. So I agree with putting your man on a pedestal. That's what they do for us. Why can't we do it for them? They go out here, work hard. They make sure home is taken care of. What's wrong with me fixing my man's bath water, cooking him food, rubbing his feet? I have no problem with that.
Well, if that's then why do you think more women don't think like you?
You know what? I blame social media. I blame reality television. I blame the type of music that we listen to. It's different in our generation now.
Okay. Social media is a reflection of what already exists in people's mind. So reality television exists because people consume the content.
Right.
If these things weren't consumed, they wouldn't be made. Were your mother and father married?
They were.
Okay. In our community, how often do you see men getting actually taken care of or pedestalized?
Not often.
That's why you don't see it on social media or reality TV.
Hmm.
So, you got any siblings?
I do.
Cool. Any sisters?
I don't.
How many brothers?
Just one. But I will say this, Mr. Samuels. I grew up and I seen a lot of things with my parents, my grandparents, and a few
Mhm.
family members. I'm gonna be honest with you. I suffer from anxiety. So when I get
Okay.
in a relationship with men, I feel like what I seen my mother and my grandmother go through with the cheating and all that. I feel like if the woman doesn't leave, then that shows a man that that woman really loves him. See, I grew up to watch to see pain is love. And when you say
When you
rejection,
when you say you suffer from anxiety, are you on medication?
I am.
Okay. Go ahead.
And when I get into these relationships with men, I feel like I do so much and I'm so emotionally attached. And I feel like some of that pushes them away, especially the one I just got done dealing with. I felt like he was not emotionally intelligent. So when I tried to do things for him or try to show him that affection, he'd think it's weird.
Well, that each person is different. So, is there an age difference between you and the guy you're seeing now?
He's a year older than me.
And how old are you?
I'm 30.
And what does he want? What does he want out of a relationship?
To be honest, he he wants peace. And I can be honest with you. I
Does he want marriage or not?
oh, I don't think that's something that he's thinking about right now.
Do you want marriage?
I do.
This is one of the main things you ladies do. You get anxious because you get into situations and describe men for what they are instead of what they want. If you want marriage and you're not sure if he wants marriage, it doesn't matter if he's high value or not.
Hmm.
If your outcomes, if you want different outcomes, why are you dealing with somebody like that?
You know why? Because I feel like I can change his mind.
No, then don't get mad when you get disappointed.
I know.
And you can't blame anxiety or men. When do you ladies try to change men and make them what they want? Men know what they want.
So give me some advice on dating. Because, like you said, you can't blame anxiety, you can't blame the medication. What should I do? Like, how should I, confront a man or approach a man?
Don't go, well, the simplest thing, stop going for what you want and go for what you need. That's really all it comes down to. You got, and that requires self-awareness, gratitude, humility, and empathy. Knowing what you need, what you want may be this high-value man or whatever. The way you've described him and all the things you do for him, that sounds great. But if that's in the package of somebody who doesn't give you what it is you need, what's the point?
That's true.
So what is it you need? And sadly, so many women worry about getting what they need after they're past 35 or so. And then it's pretty much too late.
Well, you say when you're 30, you're in the danger zone. So
27 to 35, you should start focusing like a laser on what you want. Like I said, if you want marriage, don't date anybody who does not want marriage, who does not declare they want it in the time frame in which you want it. If not, why even go on a first date? Because it's wasting time. That's what I would say. And the thing is, but see, the problem is that means you're going to have to overlook men who may trip your attraction trigger or this or that and get down to important stuff. And in our culture, women have been told to go for men who look good and got money and this and that versus go for a man that can give you what it is you say you need, and that's the outcome. So
that's the problem, Mr. Samuels. I would tell this man, if that man was not getting what he was doing what he was doing now, I would still want him from who he is. Money don't phase.
But that's the point. You want him. Does he want you?
I took it the things he do for me makes me.
And that's the problem. No conversations. Make it up in your mind.
I don't have. It's lack of communication.
No. You've communicated very clearly to me. You don't think this man wants to get married. You do. You shouldn't be dating him. End of sentence. Game over. Any confusion after this part is you trying to square a circle.
That's true. You're right.
That means you got to get back out here and deal with the people who want what you want. If not, when this comes to an end, because he's not giving you what you need, because he's let you know, I'm not trying to go down that path. All you have is this, another bad experience with somebody who did not want what it is you said you wanted, and you thought you could change it. That's on y'all.
That's true. You're right.
Peace out.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about this one, because it was a perfect example of what happens when hope runs headfirst into reality. She's 30, dealing with a high-value man, the kind that's got his money right, his options open, and his life under control. And here's the thing. He's told her straight up he doesn't want marriage. But instead of listening, instead of believing him, instead of moving on, she's convinced she can change his mind. That's the mindset Kevin went after. And he was spot on, because this is the trap a lot of women fall into, believing they're the exception. Believing that with enough time, attention, and emotional investment, they can make a man who's been clear about his intentions suddenly shift gears and propose. Kevin shut that down fast. If a man tells you he doesn't want marriage, believe him. He means it. And honestly, that's not just his opinion, that's common sense. This man didn't lie, he didn't lead her on, he told her what it is, and she still stuck around, thinking she could outlove, outwait, or outmaneuver the truth. That's not strategy, that's denial. Kevin made it clear. High-value men don't operate on emotion, they operate on choice. They know what they want, they say what they mean, and they choose accordingly. So if he's chosen not to pursue marriage, why are you still holding on? Here's what a lot of women don't understand. Just because you're with him doesn't mean you're his future. Time spent doesn't equal commitment. And loyalty to the wrong man is still a loss. Kevin asked the real questions. What makes you think you're different from every other woman he's dated before you? Why are you ignoring a man's words and hoping to rearrange his vision? And most importantly, what do you actually want? Because if you want marriage and he doesn't, you're not in a relationship. You're in a delayed heartbreak. That's what Kevin was trying to save her from. But she, like many, was more emotionally invested in the fantasy than willing to face the facts. And the truth is this: men who are serious about marriage show it early. They build with intention. They don't keep you around as a placeholder. So here's the bottom line. If he says he doesn't want marriage, believe him. If you stay hoping to change him, that's on you. And when he eventually walks away, you can't say you weren't warned. Kevin didn't say it to hurt her, he said it to wake her up. Because at 30, your time matters, your choices matter. And wasting both on a man who's already told you he's not the one, that's not love, that's self-sabotage.